John Neal Jr., your professor. Welcome to another lesson of Time to Get It Monday. How are you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my student listeners? I hope that you're doing fine. Today we have an interesting topic. It is learning your life lesson in every encounter. Well, what do I mean by that? I think in life there's always a lesson to be learned. And most people don't realize and understand that even when they're going through something challenging, that life is always willing to give them something. But here's where it's at. We have to look for where that lesson is. Most of the time when we're in the process of it, we can't see it. When we're in the trenches, we can't see the issues. We can't see what we're going to gain from it. And sometimes we get overwhelmed. Sometimes it may be finances. Sometimes it may be a relationship. Sometimes it may be school. Whatever it is, there's always that challenge. Even with school, sometimes people have challenges with math. And they're doing the problem, they can't figure it out, and then they have that test, so they have all this anxiety build up until it actually happens. And then they're like, oh gosh, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, or it's even harder. Well, see, that's a life lesson. Well, did you study? Did you do everything in your power to do great on this test? Well, did you go through the steps and through the process? And you see, a lot of people don't go through the steps and process as it relates to understanding things. You see, life is nothing more than a math equation. It's a step by step by step process. And if we skip a step, guess what? Chances are we won't get the answer. And if we do come up with the answer, our professors or our teachers are quick to say, or they usually say, how did you get the answer? In other words, they're saying, did you cheat? Or did you go by the step-by-step process? That's why they want you to go through the steps. Well, life is the same way. If you just get to a certain point in your life and you didn't see how you got there and you didn't realize what the steps consisted of, then you're going to be in trouble. You not follow me? Well, follow me. See, life isn't about just coming up with the answer. You got to understand what steps that you have to get through, whether it's something positive or negative, in terms of understanding what the situation may be. Well, let me give you a scenario. You see, in life, I was married, and my wife and I had 2 children. And it was a good marriage to some degree, and some degrees it was not that good. You see, my thought process consisted of, I wanted to be married forever, at least till death did us part, right? Well, at least that's what I thought. And when our marriage failed, and we failed to stay together, it hurt me, it broke my heart. And it took me years and years and years and years to get over it. Actually, I never really truly recovered. Well, I'm sharing this with you because I know a lot of you out there are going through this, or you're in a new relationship, or you're looking forward to getting into a relationship. Well, I'm going to tell you how I learned a lesson from this. I learned the things that I didn't do in a relationship. I learned the things that I wanted to become better at. And I held myself accountable. Has it been a struggle? Absolutely. But guess what? I started to teach myself. I started to learn from other people that are experts as relates to relationships. I listened to other motivational speakers who put their wives first until I became inspired to say, you know what? I'm dating this gal. She's my fiance. I want her to be my wife, and I want to be her husband, and I want to have a partnership with her for life. You see, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my student listeners, there's always a lesson to be learned. You see, although my first relationship ended in divorce, doesn't mean that I have to let that divorce control my life. Was I ashamed of it? Absolutely. Is it something that's bothered me for years? Absolutely. But it's something that I haven't talked to a lot of people about, so I'm sharing it with you. You see, part of what I do, I have to become vulnerable. I have to be honest with you. There's some things that I hesitate to share, but I have to share it with you because it's my life. And I invite you all into my life. You see, I'm not selling you all on pipe dreams. I'm sharing you on the intimate things in my life that did not manifest the way that I thought they should. But I will tell you this, I've learned lessons from all of them. And if I could share my lessons with you, and if I could share my experiences with you, and if it can help you in your life so that you don't have to go through some of the things that I had to go through as relates to the process, but you can go along the way that you're supposed to, or you can take the path that you're supposed to with not a whole lot of bumps, then that's the goal. See, the goal is to become a better version of yourself. And see, I'm excited now to say that I'm officially going to be a married man. And I promise you, I know that our journey, my wife to be, And my family, I know that our journey is going to be amazing because we overcame a lot of adversity and obstacle as it relates to our lives. And you see, the lesson that I learned is it doesn't matter where we were in the past. It doesn't matter where we started. It's where we end up. And right now, we're ending up in a great place. Thanks to you, your great prayers, your awesome energy, and the positivity that we keep giving the world. This lesson is all about learning how to become the best version of yourself. You know why? I believe in you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, student listeners, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And make sure that you give this information, you share this information with someone that really needs it. Also, if you haven't yet signed up for the University of Inspire, make sure you do it. It will help you in education. It will help you become a better communicator. And also, it will help you improve your leadership skills. So if you have the opportunity, please make sure you sign up. John Neal Jr., your professor.